Hey guys, so we are going to do another decluttering video, and it's going to be my blushes, highlighters, and then the other one we're doing is bronzers and powders, and then all my foundations and concealers. So we're going to go with this first. We're going to start with all of my blushes and everything and figure out what I want. This is the only drawer I have recently decluttered that I don't think I'm going to be getting rid of a lot because I've already decluttered so much of it. So I have my, you guys know I keep the like the little boxes that I use to put stuff in there. So let's just start. This is my True Match L'Oreal Lumi highlighter. This is my newer one. I am so slightly obsessed, and I also got a comment from a recent declutter video saying, why don't you swatch everything? Because I don't need to, because I know what it looks like, or I mean, these videos are really for the person doing the decluttering. It's more entertaining for the person watching it, but really, if it's something I know what it looks like, I don't need to swatch it. So I like this side because it is a little bit more of like a bronzy highlight, but I do usually mix these all together. So I like this quite a bit, so I'm definitely keeping this one. This is one of my favorites that I actually remember taking to Disney, and it's Physicians Formula, and it's the Nude Wear, and it's basically just two highlighting bronzers, very, very shimmery, a pink and a white. So I can just get all the colors on here for you and swatch them. And then when you combine them, they make a really pretty sort of like goldy highlight shade. So I like this a lot, keeping it. This one is definitely my favorite ever. It's so pretty. I really recommend it to everybody. It's the Maybelline Master Highlight by Face Studio. It kind of looks almost streetwear, I don't know, kind of just like grungy kind of look, but I really like it. The packaging is gorgeous, and this is definitely something I have been reaching for a lot. So definitely keeping that. Just because I know I'm like keeping all these. This one I got in a swap. I've had this for about 3 years. This is just a Sephora blush and bronzing duo. I never reach for this. I think I'm going to try to hit pan on the blush, which I mean I like, but it's a very coral tone, as you can see, and the bronzer is just, first of all, it doesn't show up. It's really brown, and I'm just not a fan of it. So this one is going in my maybe pile, because this one I may or may not be giving away. This one's something I'm not a fan of. Favorite Physicians Formula highlighter. I don't have many highlighters, but I am a pretty big fan of this one. I'll show you here. There you go. Pretty. So definitely going to keep that one. This is relatively new. Still haven't played with it a lot, so I can't really say anything about it, but it is one of those Revlon custom strips blushes. It's in Rose Glow, and then this is another one of my new ones, and it's the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Blends. Really pretty. I think I've only ever used this one once, but very pretty. This is my new MAC blush, which is in Gingerly, and I'm so obsessed with this, so I'm totally keeping this one. These are my L'Oreal liquid blushes, which were definitely a top favorite 15 of 2015. I am going to swatch them because this one I know for a fact I'm keeping, and this one I know for a fact I'm keeping. I'm not sure about this red one. I don't know if I actually ever used it. This is in Soft Berry. So I usually blend these out with a brush or a beauty blender, but if this is too red, I definitely won't be keeping it. They blend out really nicely. I don't know. I don't really need it. I'm going to pass on this one. My new Sonia Kashuk one, definitely keeping it. A brush I can probably throw out. This I can definitely throw out. This is one of those NYX eyebrow things. I liked it at first, but I have other things. I don't need this anymore. I'm going to keep the brush out of it because I like the brush, but I will be throwing this away too. This is the Maybelline Master Glaze by Face Studio. It's a face stick blush. I actually have not used this, I don't think. So I've had it for like a year. Maybe. I'll work with it. I gotta try it. I don't want to throw it out unless I try it, so. Or not throw it out. Pass it along unless I try it, so. This is my True Match blush from L'Oreal. I actually want to get more colors of this because I do really, really like this color. So I'm going to keep that. This is my Physicians Formula Argan Oil blush. I do really like this one. It's really pretty, and I'm going to keep this one too. This is my Baby Instant Cheeks or Lips. This I just haven't used, and it kind of gets gross. Let's try it here. Yeah, that looks like a gloss, and like it feels like a gloss. It's sticky. I'm either getting rid of it or I'm going to pass this along. I will never use it, and it's so glossy and sticky. Like, I don't want that. Okay, my Dream Bouncy blush. I got this pretty recently, well, a couple months ago, but I haven't really used a lot of it. God, it's really bright. So I am gonna keep this one just because I haven't worked much with this one, so I'm gonna keep it. Oh, I took off the back. I don't know what it's in. This is my NYX cream blush. I never used this, but I don't think I'm going to. I think it went bad. So this I'm actually just gonna throw away. These, they say to use only for 12 months. I think I've had them for like a few years now. These are my Tarte Amazonian clay blushes. I know for a fact I'm keeping Doll Face because I want to at least pan on Doll Face. And then I have a few of these left. Magic and Fantastic. I think I'm only going to keep one of these. Actually, you know what? They're pretty different. I think I'll keep them both. So I'm definitely keeping my Tarte ones. And then it comes down to NYX, and this one is in Mocha. I don't think I've ever actually used Mocha. No, so I'm going to pass that along. This is the one in Terracotta. I like the one in Terracotta. And then this one is Summer Peach. Very, very shimmery. I'm going to keep this one, and then I'm definitely keeping Angel because Angel is definitely one of my top faves. So, I'm keeping Angel. So I'm getting rid of 4 blushes, which is definitely more than I thought I was going to be getting rid of. I didn't think I'd get rid of any, so getting rid of 4, definitely a good thing. Let's move on. Moving on to powders and bronzers. So we're going to start here. This is my CoverGirl powder, which I definitely use to set on like when I need more high coverage days. So I'm keeping this. This is just a staple for me to basically have. This is my Sephora bronzer. This is the first bronzer that I ever actually got to try, and I went there and bought it, and it was pretty expensive. But as you can see, I bought it in the summer, and I haven't actually even uncovered the shape yet. So when it's very velvety and soft, but look how insanely orange that is on my skin. I cannot use that on my skin. It's way, way, way too orange. So I think I'm either gonna go to Sephora and have them like see and exchange it because I can't use it and be like, I just can't use this. I tried it and can't use it. And then if they won't return it for me, I'm actually gonna end up probably just passing it along because I can't use that. My Stay Matte powder, which is definitely a classic. I need that. As you can see, I use that all the time. This is a Physicians Formula really shimmery bronzer, and I actually haven't used it yet because I haven't decided if I'm keeping it or using it as like an eyeshadow. I don't really like the way it feels. It feels very grimy. It's very, very, very shimmery. Like you could not use that as a bronzer. Like that is so insanely shimmery. So I might put this as an eyeshadow, and then if I don't end up using it, get rid of it. Actually, you know what? I'll never use it. I mean, it's really pretty, but I'll never use it, so rid of it. And then this is my NYC Sunny Bronzer. I've actually used a lot of this, and this is a staple, so I'm keeping this one. This is a Physicians Formula in Paris. I think I'm keeping it just because it's pretty and it has Paris on it. I use this top part, but the orange bottom part is way too orangey, so I use this part. And then my NYX Eye Base. I've had this for so many years. I think I'm going to get rid of it now because I've literally had it forever, so I'm going to throw this away. And then this is just a City Color HD powder I got in an Ipsy bag, so I'm going to keep that. And then this is my new Infallible powder that I haven't even opened yet, so obviously keeping that. Because this is the one I have now, and the top broke, and I'm just trying to finish it off, so when I'm done with it, I'll have a backup. Keep going with this. This is my Ready Set Gorgeous. I need to get a backup of it because it is broken, and I've tried to repress it at least 3 times now. So, but I am going to continue to use it till I can't use it anymore, so, because I like it. I'm actually using it today. And this is my favorite powder. It's my Set It, Don't Fret It by NYX. And then this is my summer powder, which I am obviously going to keep, so my Shine Control Neutrogena powder. And this is a primer. This is the Thank Me Later Elizabeth Mott. We just got it in a Nipsey bag, and I've been loving it, so I've been using it every single day. That's actually the primers. And this is my Fit Me Matte and Poreless Primer. I hate this powder, but it's really good to bring with you to work just to touch up and soak up all the powder that you do have. Okay. This is my favorite bronzer of all time. I just use this to contour a little bit, and it is the Physicians Formula, and you can't even see the words anymore. I've completely like panned it and everything. Within the next month or so, this should be gone, so I'll be getting a new one, so definitely keeping that. This is a Tarte bronzer in Stellar. Not keeping this. This I am passing along too. So, and then this is my Tarte bronzer. I've had this for a really, really long time. Passing this along as well. So that's the rest of my powders and bronzers that I'm keeping. On to primers. I already know I'm keeping the Elizabeth Mott one. So dum 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 dum. Dear God, I hate this primer. When I bought this, I thought it was a setting powder, and I wanted a white setting powder, and this is the Photo Ready Prime and Anti-Shine. I guess I didn't read that. And I'm not one to open things and touch them before I buy them. If there's a wrapping on it, I leave it there. This is literally like a slime. Oh God, I've just like swatched up in it. It gets so gross and icky. I'm actually gonna project pan this, so stay tuned for that. I'm not getting rid of it because it is new, and I did pay like $12 for it. I'm just going to try to pan it. It works. I just don't like, my hair's in the way. I just don't like attempting to use it. And then this is my Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. I don't use it. I don't use eyeshadow primers because I use eyeshadow bases. So I think this is something I'm going to be panning as well. This I like, obviously. It's just a primer. I use it every day. This is a Smashbox Photo Finish foundation primer. I use this all the time as well. This is my Master Prime Blur and Smooth. I'm not a huge fan of this. It's the Maybelline one. I probably would not repurchase it, but I am going to keep it. This I'm getting rid of. It's the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I think I prefer the Urban Decay one. I'm not sure. I'm going to actually just feel them both. I never, actually, you know what? No, I'm going to get rid of this because this one I got off eBay a really long time ago, so I'm just going to get rid of it because I don't even know like much about it, so I'm getting rid of it. This is my NYX Shine Killer. Love, love, love this primer. Swear by this stuff. This is my Sonia Kashuk primer base. Okay, so finishing this off, this is my Baby Skin. Really, really, really like this stuff. And then this is my new one. This is the NYX Pore Filler. Haven't really had a chance to really use it, so I'm definitely going to be keeping it to test it out more. This is my MAC Prep and Prime. This is my Neutrogena Shine Control Primer. Definitely going to be keeping that one. And then this is my Lemonade from Benefit Concealer. I've had it for a year now, but that's okay. I'm going to keep it. I like it. I haven't really used it, so. That is basically all. I'm only getting rid of 4 things in that, which is 1 primer and 3 bronzers. So the rest of it I am keeping. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching that, and have a great day. I love you. Bye.